Now, the only thing is with this, is something you might not know about me. I've got a couple of YouTube channels, and I've been shouting down them for about the last 5 years. And you think you've got all the confidence in the world because you sat in your own little room in your own environment, and you're quite happy to be chattering away down the internet for a long, long time. You've got, a circle of friends or a group of subscribers who are friends, and they're all chatting back to you, and everything looks amazing. But I don't know if I've got the confidence to actually walk down a busy street and talk to myself into a camera. Now, a lot of people can do it, and a lot of people are very good at it. I don't know whether it's something that you build up in confidence over a sort of period of time. Obviously, I've lived in this area. The first one I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down the side of the River Trent. They actually built a walkway there years ago. I've never actually walked down ever. I went into a car park a while back, put a short on my other channel when the River Trent went over and flooded into the fields opposite, which it was designed to do, which went really well. Obviously, this camera records in 4K, 60 frames per second. So, I mean, your phone does that as well. But the idea of buying this camera is it's quite small, and it's not like walking down a path with a phone on a gimbal. Because my phone's this one, which is the 14 Pro Max, which is like walking down the road with a plank of wood stuck in a gimbal. So that was one reason why I bought this. And we'll see how we get on with it really. But I suppose it's a confidence building thing, actually talking to yourself as you're walking down the road. But I suppose young people now, they've always got the phone like this, haven't they? Jabbering, they don't care that. But I don't know, old bloke. Obviously, we'll see what happens. But I might just stand there like a timid mouse. I'm sort of thinking of things that I've got to say about the area, which I know about. I mean, our bridge that comes over into Gainsborough from Nottinghamshire. It's like the entrance to the town, straight across the Trent Bridge. There's a couple of toll booths on there that were discontinued years and years ago. They'd actually make a little bit of a video on their own. This little dual single carriageway road that comes in, it's always a bottleneck. There's always loads of cars everywhere. They've changed the formation on the lights to actually get people over. Because where I live is on the main A631, which takes you all the way, you end up in Mablethorpe on the east coast if you carry on that way. But it takes you up past RAF as well, where obviously the Lancasters were during World War II, or some of them were there during World War II. Which is now actually, there's a car boot sale there, and it's all sort of switched, finished with, and they've still got the main Perry tracks. They're not the runways away years and years ago, and it's made into a business area now. There's quite a few factories in that up there. Then you carry on from there over what they call Cambie Corner, which is a roundabout, and if you turn left or right, then you're on the A15, which is the old Roman road, the old Ermine Street. Takes you into Lincoln that way, and then you carry on up there. You've got quite a few villages, and Middle Raise and Market Raise, and let's not forget to give Glentham a mention, which is the first one after you get through there. Middle Raise, Market Raise, and then you go up into Louth. If you turn right there, you go to Skegness. If you go straight on it, you end up in Mablethorpe. So that's the main A631. I always remember as a kid, when you were around this area, you used to get bus after bus after bus all the way through the summer. They all did the social club bus trips. So there'd be all coming from Sheffield, because obviously it's from Sheffield, Doncaster. So I'm just looking out the window for the Amazon man. It's that time of year, isn't it, really? Is he coming here? And so everybody used to come through here to go to the coast, basically. But obviously, social clubs and working men's clubs, most of them have disappeared now. So the annual soiree to the coast is no longer happens, so you don't get that many. It used to set off from here in the summer. I think the journey's about 40 miles, and depending on how many buses you got, clapped out buses. They always seem to be the clapped out buses that they used to use from the local bus company. So you used to just follow a big pile of smoke and a load of kids hanging out their window doing this, that type of thing. And it used to take you 3 days to get to Mablethorpe. We always used to go to Mablethorpe as kids. I absolutely love it. I'm actually planning on doing a video in Mablethorpe because I love Mablethorpe. It's one of my fondest childhood memories. We used to go to Golden Sands at Mablethorpe, and I'd love to just walk up that. They've got obviously where the stop the waves coming in. I'm trying to think of the name now. before it goes onto the sand dunes, which is obviously the natural way. I'd love to go and have a walk up there and just film it. Absolutely adore Mablethorpe. It's one of my favourite places, and it's quite trendy if you're a traveller abroad to sort of diss the place and say, oh, well, what do you want to go there for? It's always raining, but I love it. I mean, it's a bit fish and chips, but it's not the massively commercialised that you get with a lot of places. It's not that sort of place. Beautiful sandy beach, award-winning sandy beach. I mean, obviously the sea's dark because it's the North Sea and that's the way it is, and it's never actually warm, even if you get there in the warmest time. But I took my grandkids there when they were younger, the eldest two when they were younger, and we had a beautiful day there. And you could have been in any foreign country in the world, and they were in and out the sea all day, and it just made you want to stay there for the evening. You know, it was just like being abroad. It was absolutely gorgeous. I was quite sad when we had to come home. But it's not the cheapest place in the world to stay, to be really honest. And they don't have any travel lodges or anything like that. So you just end up either staying in a caravan, which in the season you've got to do for a week mainly, or a little B&B. And one or two of the B&Bs aren't the best. We stayed in one and it was a bit like, what do they call that show? It was like a local B&B for local people. And some people would understand what I mean by that. But anyway, I digress. So that's what we're saying anyway. So I can sit here and chat into a camera all day. I can pick something up and tell you about it. I do reviews on my other channel. I can show you all about everything and talk about stuff for hours on end. But now walking down the street with a camera in my hand, talking to myself, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but we'll see. It'll be character building if I can. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and we'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.